Hey guys, welcome back to Large Scale RC Nation. This is Brandon, and today we have an upgrade that's going to be going on to our WPL C54-1. Really excited about this product. Let's go ahead and dig into it. So what we have here is a metal transfer gearbox with a 370 brush motor for multiple WPL, some JJR-C, some MN, and some FAY vehicles. Let's go ahead and open this package and check it out. So inside of our package, we're going to be getting a JST plug motor wire. We're going to have an output shaft. Not sure if this is extra or if it's to replace the lower one for different style cars. You're going to have your mounting hardware, which is matching, which is going to make it easy for assembly and disassembly. It will be a Phillips head. Looking closely at the heatsink, this is going to be a precision CNC machined aluminum alloy, which is also going to be better heat dissipation effect on your motor. Looking at this high quality aluminum alloy gearbox, which is solid and durable, the anodizing looks spectacular. This beautiful craftsmanship looks really good. This gearbox is going to be very low reduction. It's going to be a slow crawling style gearbox. This is not made for fast moving at all. This is going to be a slow gear reducted transmission. It is so low that it basically will have its own drag brake. You won't even need a drag brake from it. But let's go ahead and open up this gearbox and take a look inside. You're going to want to put some blue Loctite on these screws just to make sure that they don't back out just from rattling and moving around in the truck with all the vibrations. And we're also probably going to need to lubricate our gearbox. It probably comes dry, but we'll find that out in just a second here. Okay, let's take this thing apart nice and slowly. Okay, so they did grease it a little bit, but we're definitely going to want to put a little bit more than that on there. I already took off all the grease because I'm going to be putting on a better grease onto our gears. So these do come out. To remove this gear, you're going to have to remove that grub screw right there. And after you remove that, then you can remove these two Phillips screws, which is going to send you to your deep reduction gears inside of here. From there, there is two screws that's going to hold on the motor. So this has multi-layers like an onion, but this is basically how it's done. I'll do another video on removing the gears and placing them back in, just in case you drop them and get them out of order. But just kind of wanted to show you what it's like inside. So we'll go ahead and replace these gears back in. Okay, the main part is make sure that you have all of these gears greased up really well. Make sure you clean up, make it nice and clean. Make sure you rub it into all the teeth. Don't want to bore you with that. You can run any style grease. A lot of people like white lithium grease. Another one is Lucas Oil, the heavy duty gray grease. You can purchase these syringes over at Amazon. And you basically put the grease in here and use it to inject the grease. Really cool little setup to do. Instead of trying to pull it out of the tube, it makes it nice and clean and really easy to use. So that's a nice little pro tip to use for your grease. Or you can use any factory style greases from WPL. You can also use them from Low C or Team Associated, whatever your preference is. I'm not going to tell you what grease to buy or use, but let's go ahead and put this back together. I'm going to use a little bit of the blue Loctite on each of these little screws. You don't need that much, just a little dab. It's just to keep it from coming out. You don't need to heavily coat this stuff. Just as long as there's something to hold it from backing out. Reason being is if you use a lot of it, these are small precision screws, and you don't want to strip those. So just a small little bit, that's all you need. Make sure everything's lined up nice and neatly. And basically just gonna do a little bit of a star pattern, make sure that everything gets tight and evenly. And just gonna double check, make sure everything's tight. Okay, we're good to go. Next thing would be is to solder on our wire. You can use your factory one or the JST style plug or whatever you like to use. So I wanted to give a quick tip on soldering your leads from your JST plug onto the motor. The best way of doing this before soldering them on, I know a lot of people say, oh, to solder them on, you can always flip the plug here, but why go through all that? So basically what I did is I hooked this up to the electronics. I verified which rotation I wanted, if it was going clockwise or counterclockwise from the truck. And then I just placed the wires in the holes, just set them in there, and then pulled the throttle once I had everything connected, turned it on, and verify which way was spinning the correct direction that I wanted, either clockwise or counterclockwise, depending on your vehicle. So once I figured that out, I left them in there, took it over to the soldering iron, and soldered them up. So that's the best way, the best tip to install your motor wire. There's no need to solder it, test it, pull it back out, resolder it again, or pull your plugs, taking the chance of damaging your plug. Why go through all that trouble? Just give it a quick test. Just set the wires on there and run it real quick. So I have it set up, it's all soldered up and ready to go into the truck. Just gonna test out the Phillips screws, make sure that they do go in nice and evenly. Just wanna make sure that the quality is good. And we should be able to put these in with our finger if they're in really good. And the quality is there. They thread in nice and easily. So you want to make sure that you do that by hand first. That way you don't strip any of the aluminum. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of this 370 single speed transmission. You can get this on Amazon. You can pick this up on AliExpress, any of those, Banggood. I will put a link down in the description below. Really good deal, very cheap price. I hope you guys enjoyed the unboxing of this 370 motor with this low geared single speed transmission. As I said before, it will go in all your WPLs, your MNs, your phase, multiple vehicles. All right, guys, so I was gonna save this for another video, but it's nothing special. I got this part for only $1 or $2, but it came well packaged. And I really didn't like the fact that it had the blue heatsink, considering I'm gonna go for the red look. So I went ahead and picked up this red heatsink. It's definitely just gonna make it look a lot nicer instead of multicolored red and blue. You can find these completely red. I did find it after I ordered this. So I'll put a link in the description for that, as well as the description for this heatsink, just in case you already have this motor and you also don't care for that blue heatsink on there. Not sure why they did that. They should have made a blue case with a blue heatsink and made it all uniform. But anyways, just kind of wanted to show you guys this. Very nice. Just says it's made for the 370 motor. So we're just gonna put that right over there and slide it on. And beautiful. Matches all nice and neat now. Love it. You also just want to make sure that you do slide it on, that you don't try to wedge it over the top, because it's just going to make it nice and loose. You can also kind of pinch it a little bit tighter if you need to, but just make sure that you slide it on. Just wanted to share that tip as well. I have seen a video where some guy tried to stretch it over the top. I'm not sure why he even took it off with the stock factory blue one. Looked ugly anyways. But yeah, just go ahead and slide it on there if it's a little loose, pinch it, and then just slide it up in here so it fits nice and tightly as this one does. Please subscribe if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out there. Smash that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when there's new videos that's put out, which is every week on Friday at 3 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And go ahead and hit that super thanks if you want to donate to the channel. All proceeds will go to new products, reviews, and other things for this channel. I really appreciate all your support. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.